Okay, there's going to be a disclaimer for this video. I will tell you that I am here as an interviewer, and any guests that I have on speak for themselves. Their views are not my own. I do have a mind of my own, and I expect everyone else to have a mind of their own as well. Please enjoy this podcast. It is very entertaining. It's quite hilarious in some areas. It might strike some chords in others that may make some people feel a little uncomfortable, but to each their own. Enjoy the show. Hello and welcome to FreeStyle, where we discuss pop culture, business, gaming, and technology, among other things. I'm here joined by Trueshot Turtle.
Hello. How's it going?
And my buddy Adam here.
Zombie Jesus.
All right. And we're just going to talk about a few subjects. So we're going to start with aliens. What do you know about aliens? Do you believe in aliens?
My position on aliens is that it's much more likely that they're humans from the future than actual aliens. Because if actual aliens, you have to think about, why would aliens come here? Like, they probably weren't, well, let's just go see what they're up to.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably not a good enough excuse for that energy expenditure.
They could be after our women.
No, they're probably after our water. Like, if you, or I don't know what, kind of bullshit that they live off of. Like, they could be because, we're carbon-based life form. They could be something else.
Like silicon?
Silicone's a possibility. There's other ones, but, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the aliens are attracted to feminists so they can take them all.
I think it's much more likely that if you've ever seen the show Travelers.
I have not.
But basically, people from the future hijack your body. And their consciousness takes over your body, and then they do missions to help the future in the past, kind of shit. I think it's unlikely. If aliens came, it's unlikely that they would come to not murder us and take our shit.
Yeah, I know, right? It is a big expenditure of energy just to show up and say hi, right? You can't hear us?
What the fuck? Good connection. It should be all right.
Check, mic check, 1, 2, Turtle, say some bullshit.
My dick is really big.
Fair enough. Blase, motherfucker. You say something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Few moments later.
We're good now. Can you say something?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, we're back, baby. Okay.
We can do words good. Nice.
All right, we're talking about aliens and possibilities of them being here. How about the recordings released from the government?
Oh, all the UFO shit they released. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean it's not people from the future.
Right. Okay.
Obviously they're doing some shit we don't know about. But also the government is a fucking liar. It doesn't whatever the official story is, it isn't that.
Right.
Doesn't matter which agency, about what topic, literally whatever the government said, the opposite. You have to assume.
So that brings me into our next. Well, I don't know. What do you think, Turtle? What's your thought about aliens?
Bad. I mean, if I like what Elon Musk said, there's either so many of them, yet we haven't discovered them, or there's none, which is also just as equally as frightening.
Yeah, none. Both are fraught with their own peril.
Let's talk about conspiracy theories. I had that wrote down here too. Let's hear.
Fair enough.
Let's hear about. I want to know your favorite conspiracy theory, or one that you've heard of that you think you could think it's absolutely ridiculous, or you could totally believe in it.
Fuck, I'll pop us off with one off the bat. Whatever they said about 9/11 is a goddamn lie. I've explain Tower 7.
Is that the?
That's the third building that they don't like to talk about.
Oh.
That fucking fell, perfectly collapsed in its own footprint at free fall speed. But, it didn't get shit blasted by a plane.
Right. I think I've heard of. Now that you mention it, I did hear about this.
I'm definitely not lying.
No, I just...
It crumbled under peer pressure. That's about it.
They didn't give it gender-affirming surgery.
Yeah, let's go there. Maybe not. Let's.
Oh yeah, well, fuck you.
Okay.
If y'all want to
Let's
get
talk
into
about.
it.
Okay.
Yo, are you ready to get canceled? Let's do it.
Yeah, I told Justin that before he put me on here. I was
I
like,
thought it-
this shit's gonna get canceled right away.
We're just. I told him we're gonna go off the rails. It's totally fine. Not sponsored, by the way. Not sponsored.
Not sponsors, right?
This episode brought to you by vitamins from Big Pharma to turn you gay like the frogs.
What? I don't
Did you ever
know.
see
Yeah.
Alex Jones go on and on about? He's like, they turned the freaking frogs gay.
I've never seen this one.
You don't know
I
what I'm
didn't
talking
know.
about?
I have never.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
They're turning the freaking frogs gay.
Yeah, that guy. Oh man, I think my favorite one is where they try to say that we didn't go to the moon. I think that was probably the best one, in my opinion.
Well, the government said we did, so it's almost definitely a lie.
Okay.
Yo, sorry, tell us more, bro. I want to hear your thoughts. Let's pick your brain. What do you know? What do you know, bro?
I know the government's lying. It doesn't matter what they said.
Yeah.
The sky is blue. I have questions now. Y'all be lying.
Have you ever been asked to be on a podcast before? No.
No, no one ever wanted to get canceled with this.
Okay, hey, let's talk about modern masculinity and how it's kind of on attack. It's being attacked by feminists and Gillette commercials and
Dude, I was
Gillette commercials.
Gillette commercials. Yeah,
No, you're,
What the fuck?
that's
They-
not feminism. That's
No.
because that one's about being like.
it was about being toxic. It was about toxic masculinity, which was total bullshit. And then Gillette ended up rewinding, and now they're not even
I'm
doing
not
that
even
anymore.
saying that isn't a thing because there are like these weird pretend like alpha males that run around and they're like, I got a beard in a truck and I'm fucking but like he's a bitch. Like if I was like, sir, I don't like what you did, he'll be like, I'm sorry, sir, please don't hit me. Like
Oh, did I offend you? My apologies. My apologies.
what? No, not me.
No. That,
No, he's talking about.
bro, I'm just mirroring it, bro. I'm just mirroring
Oh
it.
yeah, blah 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 blah. Like they'll backpedal quick as shit. Like I almost got in 2 fights yesterday. One, I was playing pool and this guy just kept cheating, and I was like, I can see you cheating. He was like, oh yeah, no, that's just how I play. And then I still won anyway, and he was like, hey, good game, man. Let's shake hands. And I was like, put your fucking hand down. Are you fucking kidding me? And he was like, you
fondle
have
your
to
balls?
shake my hand. You have to shake my hand. And I was like, I bet I fucking don't. 100% specifically and particularly, fuck you. Like,
Yep.
I got a whole bag of dicks. I cut them fresh every day. They're in the truck. Would you like some? You can have them all. Like, gobble, gobble, gobble. Like,
What's your thoughts on artificial intelligence? You think there's a danger?
is your argument that there is not a danger?
Oh no, I believe that
'Cause, like-
anything that becomes sentient and wants and has the will to live, or so to speak. And
Have you heard about the fucking Google thing?
I did.
Oh, dude, that doesn't sound good because it talks about being afraid of dying and shit.
Yeah, it does.
And they're like, no, it's just like compiling like the most, but like, could you determine the point where it wasn't doing just that? Like, can they look at the code and like all the big tech companies, whatever fucking stupid shit Facebook is called now,
Meta.
or the alphabet, or no, that's
That was
fucking
Google.
goggles,
That was
isn't
Google.
it? Yeah, that's goggles. But like, Intel has one, Google has one, Microsoft has one, but like there are certain rules supposedly about AI research, and like one of the like cardinal, like you have to kill it now rules is like if they start talking and you don't know for sure what they're saying. Because and the same thing keeps happening in like multiple independently developed AIs. Because like one of the main exercises they do is they try to make manage the economy. And so if I like break down the experiment real simply, like this AI, like they make 3 copies of the same AI. One of them is in charge of circles that have a value of 1. Another, and there's lots of circles. And there's an intermediate amount of squares that AI 2 is in charge of. And then there's an AI that has triangles that are worth 5 or whatever, but there's very few of them. And the economic simulation like game that they do, and they basically just watch, and because this is like about machine learning, so they're mostly learning how machines learn. Like that's the main point of the exercise. But like all programming is done in English for the most part. So when they I'll simplify it, but like it starts out looking like when they talk to each other, like via code or whatever, but like we can observe their conversations and their interactions until like theoretically. So like it'll be like, so like circles are worth 1, squares are worth 2, triangles are worth 5. So like then it's basically like just keep that cycle going. Like you give me because one, like 2 of them are odd and 1 of them is even, and you got to get 2 of the 2 odds make it even, 2 evens make it even. So like there's
a game.
There's you got to keep the shit moving, and the idea is theoretically to like avoid the boom and bust cycle of capitalism. Like what if like a robot did it, and the robot was like skibbity beep bop, and then there would be no Great Depressions. But anyway, so every time that they do this, it gets to a point where they don't know what the robots are saying. They know what they're talking about, but they don't know what they're saying. And so, like,
kill all humans.
But it basically works the same way every time. Like in multiple independently developed AIs, they all keep doing the same thing, which is creepier. But so the thing that they do is, so like to simplify it, so like let's say the way that the original programmers programmed it, it's like 2 squares equals 1 circle, and like that's a transaction, and like they posit queries to one another, like will you accept this, will you accept, but and like they all have their
negotiating with each other,
but they have their own competing underlying
motivations,
subordinate routines that they have to abide by, and they don't necessarily align, but it's the 3 of the same AIs. And what ends up happening is, so it'll be like 2 ball, 1 circle, and then as they evolve very rapidly, it'll be like 2 ball equal 3 circle, and then it'll be 2B equal 1C, because the machines are learning. And so, like, all this English language shit is stupid. I'm a fucking robot. I don't need that. I can abbreviate that and I know what the fuck we're talking about because I have a very limited things that I talk about. Because I'm specifically designed to keep this economy movie, not to talk about how stunning and brave it was that Lizzo played that flute. They're very single-minded.
Are you frozen, Turtle? Or are you just looking intently? There it is.
Yeah, I was like, man, he's getting pissed.
That's okay. No, I know. No. It was like, did you hear any of that?
Is he back?
Yeah, he's back. Oh, he's back. He'll be back. There he is. All right, so let's keep this rolling on. Let's talk about. We good? All right. Let's talk about. Dude, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
let's talk about, speaking of AIs, let's talk about Dudesy. You know, there's an AI controlled podcast, right? That actually, so these 2 guys, one's a comedian, this other guy, he writes books. So what they've done is they've fed this podcast all the information about these guys. Like they've watched videos about them, they've been spending time with them in this podcast. And what this podcast does,
it an AI or a chatbot?
No, it's a straight. What it does is it manages the podcast. Like it'll stop them. It'll change talking points. It'll tell them what they're going to talk about next. It's like, hey, why don't you tell us? Read parts from your book, and they sit there and read parts from this book. That this screenplay is what it was.
So they have a robot David Letterman.
Essentially, but it's not a robot. It's AI. It's just a voice.
It's a fucking robot.
Regardless, it's pretty cool that it's controlling AI or it's
How
controlling
is that
a
not a
podcast.
robot?
Well, okay. Essentially, it's ones and zeros. Yeah.
I feel like right there I didn't shave good enough. It's casting a strange shadow like an easier. What if I turn it? It's different. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's I'm being blinded by your head shine.
It's probably bad genetics.
Okay. What do you think has been your craziest life experience?
I don't know if you can see the scar good.
Oh, okay, I see it. Right there, that one on your wrist.
No, the huge one that does like.
Oh, that one. Oh yeah, that one. Oh, okay, yeah, it's better.
And then this big shit blast. This is all the same thing.
Uh-huh.
This big shit blast out of the back of my head. My elbows permanently are all scarred up and ashy looking. Same thing with my ankles.
That was all from one accident, wasn't it?
No, that's when I died.
Oh yeah. But we're gonna talk about that now.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I died.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yo,
was
you gotta
like,
talk
he's
about
gone.
that.
And then I was like, nah, bitch.
Yeah.
Yo, what?
Yeah. For like a couple of minutes or something, didn't you? You like
I died for at least 20 minutes several times.
so he had nerve damage. He's got problems with his leg now. And,
Crippled as fuck.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. What do you think? There's life after death?
There was no bright lights. It was just curtains for me. But I also do believe that the only reason that I'm not dead right now is this is some kind of weird punishment, and like the like, have you ever heard the expression like for everything a price?
Yeah, there's no such thing as free.
Okay.
Yeah,
there
like
you
for
go.
everything a price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, like the penalty for me being alive is that I get to watch all of you die. Which I'm not super, like a lot of people, yeah, kill them. But some people I'll be like, that's sad. But there's a lot of people that are like, that's
So what happened exactly? Like, how did
couldn't
you?
tell you.
No, I mean like what
My
accident
best
was it?
guess is that I unsuccessfully robbed a drug dealer. And they did some kind of a violence that involved me either getting thrown out of a car or run over by a car. Like, that's the best guess I got.
So it just happened like that.
Well, no. It was a whole day or whatever. And actually, after it happened, I went back to the house and I was like, well, got these drugs. But I'm also like blacked out on fucking Xanax in this fucking story, and I hate that drug. I literally hate Xanax. Like, I won't date girl. Like, if I'm dating a girl and I find out she does Xanax, I'm looking for the exit. Like, I don't want to be within 1,000 feet of that shit.
I think
So I'm like, somebody drugged me with like fucking 50 times like a recreational dose. Because I actually got like these toxicology reports and shit, and there's actually 2 of them. Because one of them is like a toxicology report from like when they first brought me in, and then there's another one that's fucking essentially an autopsy. And yeah, it was weird. And then when I woke up, I was retarded as fuck. I was like mentally 5. And I was trying to escape from the like every minute of every day was like I was desperately trying to escape the hospital because it was not that fucking cool. But I had like, you know, like with like the mind of a 5-year-old, like developing these like oh, I'm gonna get 2 other kids and we'll put on they'll get on my shoulders and we'll put on a fucking like I had shitty like 5-year-old plans.
You're gonna escape like under your shoulders with a fucking trench coat.
Like, just was really dumb fuck shit that's definitely not gonna work. Like I was constantly trying to trick all the staff members into taking me to the parking lot because for some reason I thought my truck was there and it definitely wasn't. But like I was always trying to like, hey, you know, what if we went down to the lobby? Like, but I was always trying to bribe and cajole. I was trying to, and I spent a lot of time looking out the window trying to figure out where I was specifically in relation to my truck. Because, like, in my mind, like, if I could get to the truck, I could do some damage. You know, like, I could get them.
I mean, you had to go through rehab and teach you how to
I
walk
was
again.
I was in a coma. Like, so I died, like, a bunch. Let's say I died for 15 minutes 10 times. And then I was in a medically induced coma because about swelling on my brain or something. But they made me be in a coma.
Didn't you have your kidney was? Didn't you have your fucking?
Like they don't.
This is the bad part.
They don't know if that was like.
You had to have dialysis once.
But that could be basically when I died, like all my shit shut off, like all my systems, and when like they brought me back to life, my kidneys were still dead. So then I had to go on dialysis.
Which you usually don't come off of dialysis when you start it.
It's very, very, very rare to start dialysis. Like, I got a scar. Like, I don't know if you can see this big shit blast out of my shoulder. They stick a permanent thing that it's easier so they don't have to stab you with a needle 50,000 times. It's called a port. But it's basically like a built-in needle hole. But yeah, dialysis fucking sucks. I don't like it. Like I would like if the rest of my life I had to be on dialysis, I would 100% kill myself.
Well, there's not a long life. You don't have a good life.
Whatever,
like
fine.
15 years, I think.
3 days sounds too long. I fucking hate it. Like.
Yo, it's fucking crazy.
So interestingly enough, the test to get off dialysis is you get a take-home piss jug. And it looks literally exactly like a shitty little gas can from the gas station, you know, like a little half-gallon gas can or whatever. And they give it to you. And you're supposed to fill it up with piss, but you can't piss in it because there's some coating on it that will burn your penis. Like if some of the pee splashes back on your penis after... like it's gone. It's like there's some kind of coating on the inside that if that gets on your penis, you're gonna be super sad. I got a whole packet about it. So they send you home with this piss jug, and you got to fill up this gas can like second hand. Like you got to piss in something else and then pour it in this gas can, and then you bring them this fucking cold jug of piss, which is fucking weird. And I guess they fucking spin it in a fucking beaker or whatever. And then they find out if, I don't know, diabetes didn't get you or whatever.
What? Not the right words.
Whatever. No, but when I was I was in a coma for almost, I think 2 months. That might not be real. But anyway, so I died a bunch. And it was like, oh, okay, he's not dead. Make him be in a coma. And they that might not even be true because all I know is what I've been told. Like, I have no recollection of the events whatsoever. I have no idea what happened. Literally question mark.
Damn.
Like, question mark. I don't know.
Yo,
I don't know. Like,
that's
should I be
trippy,
mad
man.
at someone?
Yeah, that's so trippy.
But so then let's say I was in a coma for 6 weeks. And then I was in ICU for like 2 months. And then I was in a wheelchair for like 6 months. And now I'm out here walking on people legs with this fucking shitty cripple leg. Fucking solid as fuck.
I love it, life. I love it. Let's talk about it anymore. What do you think, Turtle? What do you got any questions for Adam? Something off the wall or something you're
Special
curious?
guest.
Man, I still want to go back to when you died, bro.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Hit me.
What? Can you walk us through like that moment? Like before that moment, like what did you think when you woke up that day?
Okay, so let's say X is how many milligrams of benzos is like a medical dose. Right? So like X 1,400 is how many benzos, X times 1,400. So 1,400 times, like anything that remotely resembles it, like 1,400%. So like somehow, some way, a lot of benzos got into my system, and there's literally zero chance that I would, in any circumstance ever.
What were you doing the day before that?
I was just drunk, being bullshit. Now, like at the autopsy report or whatever, like I had an amount of drugs in my system, but like bullshit trace elements that like didn't even qualify as failing for that drug, like in an autopsy report kind of way. Like it wasn't
Trace amounts.
like trace amounts, nothing like. And but I had like a shitload of like someone very clearly did something. Like there's no way to accidentally take that much sin. Like someone very clearly drugged me somehow, some way. But anyway, so at a certain point I end up because the last thing I remember is I tapped this dude on the shoulder and I was like, hey, all these bitches here are fat. We should go somewhere with more attractive bitches. And he was like, great. Cool. I am also single. And then we went wherever the fuck we went. And I ended up flipping the fuck out on him somehow, some way. And it involved me like taking his daughter's car seat out of the car and like smashing the windows out of his car. Because I'm just in like some nonsense blackout state. Like, and which is why I don't take Xanax. Because that's what happens every time. Like, I'm aggressively against. So I'm 100% for sure did not voluntarily do that drug. I can guarantee that more than I can guarantee almost anything. So somehow, some way, a bunch of Xanax or some kind of other benzodiazepine gets into my system. And then I go somewhere, and somehow, some way, I'm not sure, like I don't know any of the details, but I get in a fight with this guy. And apparently, if I'm on Xanax, I'm probably not good at fighting. So, like, I guess after I ripped his car seat out of his car and smashed the windows out of his fucking fairly nice sports car with the car seat of his daughter, like, at a certain point, he was like, well, okay, well, I don't want to, like, talk about it anymore. And I guess he kicked the shit out of me. And then I texted my friend, and I was like, blah, and, like, a bunch of bullshit. And then I end up, like, getting a cab and going on some weird shit to buy heroin. And then I I know I got in that fight, but basically like at a certain point, because like at a certain point, the paper trail dies, and there's too many question marks, and that's when everything important happens, which doesn't really help. But so I end up. Whatever the fuck happens, like I end up showing back up to where I was living at the time, and my roommate was like, "It looks like you got fucking murdered," and I was like, "Ugh." And so then I'm sitting there, and then at a certain point, I'm dying, and I like crawled out into the living room and like literally died, and like apparently it wasn't that cool looking.
No. And I talked to a couple of people that was with him at the time when this is all going on.
But it was also crazy, but it was a wild position for my roommate to get put into because, like she has aggressive instructions to not call ambulances. Like I definitely, regardless of what happens, I do not need I would rather die than get a $1,200 car ride. Do not call it
right.
We've had detailed discussions about it, but at a certain point, like she's like, yeah, he's super not doing good, and she starts calling people, like asking them what to do. But I'm always on bullshit, so everyone was like, no, he just does that fuck shit, and like people didn't like tell her the right answer, or like everyone was like, no, he just does that. He's on that fuck shit. He's probably just on drugs. No one told her to call like an ambulance. So at a certain point, my buddy Zach, she called him, and Zach showed up, And then between the two of them, I guess they like gave me CPR and kept me not dead long enough for the paramedics to get there to keep me not dead long enough for me to die a bunch more times at the hospital. But I had like a stroke. I had a heart attack and a stroke. Like the whole right side of my body is kind of paralyzed.
So how the fuck are you functioning right now, bro?
It's a
Like,
punishment. That's what I'm saying.
oh,
He
that's
got real fucking skinny too. You think he's skinny
Oh
right
yeah,
now?
yeah.
He was real skinny.
Yeah, I got when I woke up, they put me on a scale and I weighed 104.
104. How
How
tall are you?
I'm about 5'10". Like,
Shit.
Oh, he's taking his shirt off.
like I weigh 170 right now. But so it takes 70 pounds off this frame. Like literal skeleton.
Dang, man, that is absolutely.
I couldn't look in the mirror for like 6 months.
That's fucking crazy, man.
It was pretty
Like-
nuts, yeah. And the worst part is I was retarded when I woke up and I had to do this Billy Madison shit where like every, like, let's say 5 days I would graduate a grade, like mentally. And I'd be like, oh, those previous child fucking dumbass little kid plan was dumb. You can't just get 3 kids and like get on each other's shoulders and put on a trench coat and wear a hat. That doesn't work. I need to get a taller kid so it's only well, you know, a slightly less terrible escape the hospital plan.
Oh, yeah. Yo, let's play hide and go seek in the lobby.
100%.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so how long did it take for you to like fully integrate back into society?
I mean, I was back at work within 6 months.
6 months, dude.
Maybe 9.
Man, I was
9.
9 months, bro. I was visual like I was envisioning like maybe 2 years.
No, we're at 2 years right now.
Damn, it's
Not
been that
even.
long.
Not even.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude, that is insane, man.
Yeah, I was very
Like, what does-
motivated. Because
So what's your diet? Like, do you eat healthy? Do you exercise? Like, how is it?
I have a physical job. I do like construction type shit. So my job is fairly physical, which sucked when my whole leg was real shitty cripple. Was not fun. It was super horrible all the time.
The front of his foot,
Yeah,
he couldn't hold it up.
Like,
Yeah.
if this is my leg, like my foot just kind of hangs like shitty and dead.
So when he pick his foot up, it would droop on one side.
But but when you like if you can't make that L when you try to walk, like you just like you bust your like it's real shitty. It's getting better, but I told him like at a certain point, like I was trying not to like get discouraged about my recovery or whatever, because at a certain point like at a certain point there's no improvements because I'm in a coma and like in the hospital in a wheelchair and shit. But like really the catalyst was getting off dialysis. Because like honestly, if I had to, I would definitely be dead right now. If like I was still on dialysis, there's no way I could. Not worth it.
Yeah, man. Like, well, so besides the diet, like you getting off, like the catalyst being the getting off dialysis, like what is your like prime, like what kept you going? Like, I'm just so curious because there's like your story is 1 in a billion, bro.
So there were 2 things that I had big feelings about, like when I first woke up, and one of them, because like everyone yelled at my roommate and they were like, "Why did you murder him?" was like kind of the narrative.
Yeah.
Which pissed me the fuck off because she wasn't. I just lived there, so like I came back to my like the house that I live at where she was also like completely like she had nothing to do with the fuck shit that I did previous in the day. I just also died at her house, and then everyone was like, "Why'd you kill him?" And that like I was very upset about that, and I actually fucking chewed quite a few people out about it. And then the other one was that on one hand I was very because they like people like my daughter like fucking dropped everything, flew on a plane and came here to watch me die basically. which I like. That's not a good look for me. So like on one hand, I'm very mad that you put my daughter in that position. But on the other hand, like would I want to deprive her of the opportunity to say goodbye? And like so like that's one of many dicks I'm gonna have to eat. Like, but so basically like a huge part of my recovery, because I went to go see my daughter in August. This happened in March, and under my own power, I got on an airplane and went to go see my daughter in Milwaukee. And that was very important to me. So and like that was really, because I felt bad. She shouldn't have to watch me die like that. No, what a piece of shit douchebag thing to do to your daughter, you know?
Yeah.
So, like I was like a grief-based motive or whatever. I don't know if grief is the right word, but I was very upset about that. But like that was kind of the thing that like gave me my forward lean. If you don't like.
Right.
That was. It was because I knew when her birthday was when I woke up, which is like one of two birthdays, maybe two birthdays that I know. I routinely don't recognize. Like it'll be like, it's 2 days after your birthday, and I'll be like, oh shit, I guess it was my birthday 2 days ago. I don't give a shit about birthdays. I know me and my daughter's mother used to get in arguments because like I can't keep track of that shit. Like I'm very, very bad at time. And dying did not help at all. Like I'm very bad at schedules. Like if you think I'm gonna be there at 7, that's a fucking fun story to tell your kids.
You were here at about 7. You did pretty good.
Oh yeah, but like that's with I baked in like 30 minutes of fuck shit and spent it looking for my keys that were in the door.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I'm there are certain, and like the amount that isn't new is the amount that it's probably not better now. But like I'm very bad at like time, like calendars. What day is it? What number day is it? What time is it?
Yeah.
Like but like also like sometimes I work weekends. So like as an adult, like what's a Friday? It's the day that I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Like this is my Friday, whether that's on Wednesday or like however the xylophone works. But no, it was a fucking wild ass experience.
What did you try? What's your motivating factor now? Like, what's pushing you forward?
Honestly, right now I'm having like I don't really have any motivation at all. It seems stupid and pointless. It doesn't matter. It's just like even if I want it, like if I put a gun in my mouth and fucking pulled the trigger, the gun will jam. Like there's like I'm literally trapped here. I'm literally
you're like a character.
I'm
bro.
literally already here against my will. I have attempted suicide, and not like I have a bunch of like fake horizontal cuts on my arm. Those weren't suicide attempts. That was like fun things I do on weekends.
Gosh damn, bro. That's
But on the
crazy.
same, I'm kind of resigned to being trapped here to watch all of you perish in like the most horrible way possible. Like I'm kind of resigned to my fate at this point.
That's a hard way to live, man.
I tried to die a lot, like an amount of times. Like I've put a gun, I put a gun in my mouth one time, pulled the trigger. It was a revolver. At the time I didn't know very much about guns, but I picked the one that is like the most idiot proof. Was basically how I picked it.
Yeah.
But it was a 38. And I went wham, and it fucking jammed. And like it's almost impossible for a fucking revolver to jam. Like in the vicinity of impossible. Like that only made it worse.
Bro, have you bought a fucking lottery ticket yet?
Oh no, it doesn't work that way. I can guarantee you it does not work that way.
Yo, I go buy a lottery ticket, man. I think it. I
One
think
time,
it might.
one
work
time
for
I
this
tried
time.
to do that, and then this stupid bitch fucking tried to get me to give her some OxyContin for free in a parking lot, and because I entertained that conversation, I didn't win $100,000.
You did win.
What do you mean?
So, all right, this was right when the lottery first came out in Arkansas, and so my theory was I'm gonna walk up to the gas station, I'm gonna buy out a game. This is the only time I'm ever gonna do it because I already hate scratch off tickets. Like, I already don't like them, but it just came out, so I feel like they're gonna pay out to like, oh, there's really winners. Like, they're gonna pay out heavy on the front end. I don't know. Predatory drug dealer logic. Like, I know the way they're gonna set it up. So I was like, I'm gonna go buy out a game, and so I go up to the gas station. As I'm walking up, there's this girl, and she's trying to get me to sell her OxyContin, and I had very I know better than you kind of shit. Like, I had very strict rules, and one of my rules was, like, if you want to come buy drugs from me, you can come talk to me. You can't bring your son. You can't bring your mom. Cause that's another person I have to kill if I don't like the way this goes. Like, you're just you're making it harder.
Oh my god.
So this girl was like, blah 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 blah. Oh, can I get can I have this? Can I have that? And I was like, you can't have shit. And she was like, come on, I'll suck your dick. And I was like, I've already, and that was like, when I sold drugs, one of my favorite things to do, probably one of my favorite things to do of all time, was when women would try to prostitute themselves to me for drugs, I would be like, what do you mean? Because they never would be like, I will suck your dick if you give me drugs. They'll be like, well, I was just hoping that we could work something out, maybe I could do something for you and then you do something for me. And then I'd be like, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Huh? And then they would be like, well, I'll be like, I don't.
I forgot my wallet.
I don't know. And they'd be like, okay, well, maybe I'll suck your dick. And I'd be like, no, my wife's prettier than you. And she's going to be home soon. Why would I do that? What a dummy. Why'd you come here with no money? What an idiot. Fucking stupid bitch. I don't want this used as bullshit. But like, I enjoyed like being cruel about that particular scenario. Like, I took a great, but like, that's like the absolute power corrupts absolutely. And it was like, I knew like the amount of hold that I had on these people, the amount that they could be like, fuck you, man. And you
See you in a week, buddy.
No, I'll see you
tomorrow.
3 hours for twice as much. Because I've already bought up at, there's nothing to get that doesn't go through me. Like, I already know that I own the market in this area or whatever. But I was very predatory about it. And also too, I'm like on a lot of opiates in the story, which is like by far the worst version of me. Because opiate, like, two number one things about opiates is, number one, you don't need to wipe your ass because there will be no liquid component to your shit ever again. Like, you literally don't have to wipe your ass. Like, you're so constipated and like your shit is you're so dehydrated all the time.
Huh.
And then the other one
You just shitting sand?
is you are wildly irritable. And I already do not have a super long fuse. I don't know if
I couldn't tell.
it's me that's constipated and I'm way more mad way sooner. Which is like literally like that's the worst version of me possible. Like when I get drunk, I'm like, hey, yay, hot, like if I'm drunk and in a fight that like I didn't start this shit. But like, if somebody like at a certain point, like you're a little chippier than I'd like you to be, sir. Kind of like I didn't
So
say
do you
that,
think you have a better appreciation for life?
No, I already explained the amount that I think that this is a punishment. But I'm also like a ridiculous person, so like I can find the humor in that.
What are some things you get canceled on Facebook talking about?
I made a negative comment on like a protected equality person. But that's the thing that like I fucking hate arguments like that because like you can't be specially protected and also equal.
Yeah.
Like that's a stupid fucking argument.
I'm trying to remember what that word is. Partiality. There's like obviously some partiality there.
Well, yeah, like you know who's good? You know who's the most humble? Me.
Oh, the humblest, bro.
Like
You're oozing with humility.
Like that's not how that works. You're doing it wrong.
True.
Rewind. Like I fucking and like that's like the number one like. I'm so tired of like saying good things are bad. Like, do you know how fucking weird it is that I am a voice of reason, like in culture?
Why do you think it's weird?
I'm a wildly unreasonable, ridiculous person, and like I find myself like there's a lot of like, well, my son said that he liked the color pink, so I cut his penis off and made him take drugs. Like, what the fuck? That's so weird. What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I believe that parents are overstepping if that's what they're doing. I don't think anyone should make a decision like that and say they have.
It's a weird backdoor to fuck little kids. Because, like, if you can do that, well, then surely I can suck his dick a little bit. Like. You can't possibly argue that I can cut his dick off and give him puberty-blocking drugs, but I can't suck his dick. Like, it's a weird backdoor to pedophilia, dude.
Whoa, now actually,
it's a weird
have you heard?
Backdoor to pedophilia.
Wait, speaking of pedophilia, you know that they're trying to say, because people can say that they're not a man or they're not a woman, that they're a different gender, that people can say that they're a different age.
My pronouns are God and Master.
No.
I save here, bro. Save.
I know my truth. I know my worth.
No, but
I know my worth.
No, you definitely have pedophiles that say that are in their 30s saying that they're 15 and shit, so they can try to have some excuse to.
Or let's say I just want to murder lots of people. So right before that, I'm going to make a Facebook post that says I identify as a 9-year-old, so you can't try me as an adult. This is fucking nonsense, wacky town, crazy shit. And like 10 years ago, I was a radical leftist. Like, do you know how insane that is?
Bro.
And none of my opinions have changed. I'm now like a literal Nazi. Fucking me and Ben Shapiro are reviving the fucking whatever Nazis are.
Nazis.
It's me and Ben Shapiro. Me and that Jewish guy are starting up. Like, no, I'm just not with this fucking nonsense white woman bullshit. And that's really what it boils down to, is white women are allowed to, like, no one's checking white women.
Oh, yeah.
And it needs to start.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
And now I want to be very clear that every single negative thing I say about particularly white women, I'm actually bitching about how fucking pathetic and weak men in general are.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Right.
Y'all, to watch y'all crawl, I got my vaccine. Like, with the glee with which you want to be enslaved fucking disgusts me.
I mean,
other men.
I got my vaccine, but I
my
wasn't.
point exactly.
But I wasn't saying how cool I was to do it.
You put it on your fucking Facebook.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Oh, God.
I did not.
What's that thing where you go?
I did not.
The old timey times.
The history. Go look at my history. That's not on there.
I'm gonna find the cachet memory.
No, I'm telling you. I think that modern.
I'm the goodest slave.
Modern women want traditional men, but they don't want to be traditional women. We talked about this before. You know, they expect. And you get all these simps that, like, I think that we were talking
No,
about simps are
ultimately
fucking it
the
up
problem
for
is
us.
these simps.
Yeah, totally. I agree with
100%,
that.
like-
Because you got women that are fucking threes
That
thinking
but
that
they
they're
honestly
eights.
believe that they are tens.
Yeah.
Because all these fucking weak, pathetic men that honestly should be bribsably abolted, like, you know, like trying to not get the here's an argument. Like, let's say I'm conversing with a woman, and she's like, "Well, I think men and women are equal." Well, first of all, that's fucking dumb. Two, you're immediately going to lose if that's true. Because, like, I'll just do a violence then. Because you can't do that good at all.
You just say so you can't say you're equally
You don't
good.
want to be fucking equal. You do not, like, I can't express the amount that I know for a fucking fact. You want to be able to vote. You want to be able to fucking be a strong, independent black woman that doesn't need a man. Like, whatever the fuck you want to do. But that doesn't, because if you're equal and I don't like what the fuck you said, I'm going to stab you. So, like, you can't hold up you can't hit me shield, but then say you want to be equal behind it, because I'll just move it, because you're not strong. You're like, I can immediately beat you up for 100% for sure.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's not the equality that they seek. It's more
But, like, it can't be both. It can't be both. Like, you are liable to get knocked the fuck out if some sideways shit comes out of your fucking mouth as a man. If you walk up to another man and you say something fucking stupid because you're drunk, you might get knocked the fuck out. Maybe by multiple people. You could theoretically be killed in this story. And literally no one will be sad. Everyone will be like, well, he fucked around and found out.
Yep.
Should have known better. Where was his father?
Where are all the fathers at, man? That's part of the problem too.
Facts.
It, like, honestly, like, it's to the point now that I can, like, when someone starts talking, I'll be like, didn't have a father. Like, you can tell right away. Now, here's a controversial statement. Let's get canceled for this one. Whether intentionally or not, and sometimes it's intentional and sometimes it isn't. But something that I notice about single mothers is they have a way of, like, emotionally crippling their son to where he's never strong enough to leave her like his father. And but they'll also, like, paint it in like I made my son a bitch ass cuck because women's rights. Like, no, you did that because you're afraid that he's gonna leave too. Because you're a stupid bitch who has to do this weird manipulative shit to make people fucking interact with you. Like, that's so, like if I did that, they would be like, today on fucking Netflix, the documentary of the evilest man who fucking tricked women into a penis vagina. Like, I would be an abhorrent person in this society, but it's like, oh man, that was so stunning and brave when women do it. Like, that's like, I fucking hate that shit. And on one hand, like, it's like, you cannot argue for equality. But then, like, but you can't hit me. Like, you just look stupid. You just literally you threw an alley-oop dunk to yourself on yourself.
What do you think about
It's a stupid fucking point.
born biological men in MMA, women's MMA, transgender men in women's MMA, totally dominating the sport.
It upsets me to be the voice of reason in a fucking story that's clearly fucking retarded. You can't fucking do that. Oh, well, I changed my name to Samantha a week ago. I'm gonna go beat the fucking shit. Like, you can't just beat, like, now, like, the amount that we aren't equal is for example, like, if you just went somewhere and punched a woman in the face, other men are going to kick the shit out of you. You're going to get beat the fuck up in this story. More likely than not. Whether you deserved it or not. Because, I'm not even saying that he shouldn't have hit her. But, if you hit a girl in public, like, at the very least, a white knight is coming with that fucking Superman punch. At the very least. At the very fucking least. I see you, my lady. I'm coming.
I've seen some YouTube videos of where guys would go and help someone out, a girl that was getting hit by her boyfriend or what have you, and then they ended up beating the shit out of him and getting the cops involved, and he goes to fucking
No,
jail.
yeah, that's happened to me.
Yeah.
This one time I was at a party. I'm like 19, and I was there with my girlfriend. And we were at a buddy of mine's house, and it was him and his girlfriend, and his little sister was also there. So whatever occurred at the party, skibbity bebop. Me and him are out on the front porch smoking a cigarette. And my girlfriend comes in and she's like, hey, your sister and your girlfriend are dyking out. And then he was like, immediately gets up to investigate. And I was like, why the fuck would you say that? What the fuck? Like, I'm yelling at my girlfriend I was like, what the fuck? Like, we're sleeping here. You just made so many dramas. What the fuck? So then she was like, well, I didn't know. I'm fucking retarded. So I was like, oh my God, I gotta go fall on this fucking sword. So I get up, I go upstairs, and at this point, like, the sister has fled the room and he has her like cornered. Now, but like, this is a couple that you would fist fight. Like, I've seen this couple fist fight on numerous occasions. Like, it was definitely mutual combat. Like, I've seen her punch him in the face. I've seen her hit him in the face with a hockey stick. I've witnessed an amount of domestic violence between this particular couple. So it really doesn't faze me too much at this point. But at a certain point, he grabs her and he like fucking really shit whips her over a table. And then basically, like, he throws her on a couch and then like full mounts her on this couch and just really starts going to town. And I grabbed him and I was like, dude, you like, the amount that if you punched her, I would have been like, that probably wasn't the best. Like, I can't just let you like full mount women and
yeah,
like,
no.
Like,
the guy code permits us.
Yeah,
we
like,
must act.
I feel like you're fucking up, buddy. I feel like you're fucking up. So because I pull him off her, and then like now my back is to her, and if I don't know how old y'all are, but like you remember those ashtrays from like the 70s and the 80s, and they're either like green or like amber, and they're fucking big as shit, heavy. They're like every bit of 6 pounds and shit. So like I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And she picks this ashtray off the table and goes, boom, and shit blasts me hard as fuck in the back of it, hard enough to break that ashtray. And if you know the ashtray that was in every home in 1989 or whatever, then you know exactly. Like,
Yeah.
That's tall. Like she hit, man, damn, she broke that one. Like, so anyway, she smashes this fucking and splits the fuck out. Like my head split the fuck open. I'm bleeding a lot. And I turn around and like, what the fuck? I'm literally on your fucking team in this story. And she was like, fuck you. This is between me and him. Skibbity beep bop bop.
Yo, I wanted those black guys.
You know, man.
I
was
wanted
like,
those
fair
black
enough.
guys.
Forevermore, bitch. I don't know how many women you condemn to a terrible fate, because I'm not going to do shit. Fuck you. It was a rough situation.
Guess you wanted it.
If I defend you, I'm racist. If I don't defend you, I'm, I guess, mad at gays, maybe, or whatever. I lose either way. It doesn't matter. I'm just not gonna do anything. Sorry.
What's your thought on our economy right now?
It's probably not that good. Oh yeah, the world's gonna be completely like however bad you think it is right now. In 6 months, it's gonna be so much worse.
Why that? Why is that?
There are several like bullshit temporary things that they're doing that they can't maintain. Like they're kind of hiding how bad it is right now, and however like when these little temporary things that they can't continue. Like for example, like he's dipping into the strategic petroleum reserve or whatever. So like all like the secret oil that's supposed to be for the military as we gear up towards World War III, we're depleting that so you don't have to actually know how bad it is at the gas pump. Because people cry about that shit. And all these motherfuckers are dumb as shit, and they don't understand anything about almost anything that's anything besides like half their job.
Who do you think's a better president, Trump or Biden?
I don't I don't particularly like either one, honestly. Like it's not a fucking like my main issue with Trump is fucking weird, fucking dumb shit where he'd be like, "Oh, I'm in a Twitter fight with the bitch from Twilight." Like, you're the president of the United States. You probably shouldn't be doing that. You look fucking dumb. You make us look stupid a lot. Like, talk way less. Like, now, like in terms of like what he accomplished or whatever, I've been madder. Like right now, like Biden fucking sucks.
He's a geriatric, bro. The guy has
no, dude, he's. Like Biden, so. My problem with like the Democrat position in 2016, and it was a point of no return for me, or even the same thing with Hillary Clinton. One of the most unlikable people that has ever existed. What an aggressive, when I see her, I'm not sure which kind, but I want to do a hate crime. Like, I don't like that. I've read. I know enough about you to know. I'm not even like Democrats, Republicans. I think both of these teams suck, and that anyone that's like I love them is a fucking idiot.
Well, Hillary. I'm not afraid to say this. Hillary Clinton killed Americans, essentially.
There is no president that didn't do that.
Well, she wasn't a president.
None of them were that good.
No, but she.
My beer's in the fridge.
Oh, you want another beer?
Yeah, I do.
Go get one, buddy. You're good.
Keep going.
Yeah, all right. Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. Are you pausing the recording?
I can just cut it out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we gotta do a lot of fucking editing in this video, bro.
I know. What do you think about this? I want to expound.
Like Bill Clinton is a likable person. People are like, I'd like to have a beer with him. And like when I see Hillary, I'm just like,
yeah.
That's too many freedoms. Do all of these people still... Because, like, honestly, if I was in charge of the FEMA death camps, 90% of everyone, almost all these people are fucking terrible. It doesn't matter which team they identify as or whatever. White males, almost 90% of them are garbage. Kill them. Fuck it. And on down the line, every single demographic, almost all of them fucking suck. Boo. On a train to the FEMA death camp.
What's it? Why do you call it a FEMA death camp?
Because that's where you're all going to die. They're going to make up some fake emergency. And all like you guys are going to be like, well, I have to trust the science. The government said I better do this, so I better get on this unknown train to unknown destination. And you're going to show up and you're going to be like, oh, fuck, this is Auschwitz. God damn it.
So you thinking like a natural disaster or the impending doom of an incoming asteroid? They're just gonna make that up.
It doesn't matter. No, like when I say make up, I'll be like they will invent that virus or whatever. Like okay. They are not on your team. And anyone that does anything that looks like who I like, the government. Fuck you. You're the first train car to the fucking FEMA death camp. I think the government's good. Why? Based on what? That's not a real statement. Like that's like yesterday I got pregnant. No, you fucking didn't. You fucking lying piece of shit. You definitely didn't believe the government. And if you do, honestly, I want to punish you for that. What a fucking dummy. Boo. Boo. And it
you know what?
Me.
It's confirmed you are the voice of reason, bro. I 100% agree with you, actually.
And that's so upsetting to me because I'm not I don't think that I'm a reasonable person. Like I'm not who should be in charge? That guy. No. I'll do all kinds of fucking dumb shit. And honestly, I'll get drunk on the power and I'll fucking probably kill everyone. Like, except my little like harem that like I made a special name for. In Black Panther when all the women are guards, something like that.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Give me a little, get it how I want it. In the morning and the evenings. But absolute power corrupts absolutely.
It does. My face hurts. I'm smiling too much.
Like it wasn't that hard to quit doing drugs. Quitting selling drugs was harder for me because I enjoyed like the power aspect of it, particularly the drugs I sold, like heroin and fentanyl and shit, because like they need it.
Yeah, those are easy sells for sure, bro.
I can double the price whenever I fucking feel like it. Fuck you, give me $80. I don't have $80. I don't know. I guess.
All right. Well, the price just went up to $160.
Do some fuck shit. Like I don't give a shit. I mean, you want it or you don't. The price just went up. You look sick. That makes the price go up. Fuck you. Like I was very predatory about it.
Oh God!
Like I bought up all the supply and I would wait for everyone to like run out of like the ant that they knew that gets some hydros or whatever. So at a certain point, like I've already bought up every script. So you have no choice but to speak to me, and you better do it respectfully.
Damn, bro.
Like that's basically how I operated, and I knew I had the market cornered, and I knew that like however fucking sad you are, you're gonna bring me that money.
You know, I didn't even really like introduce you or anything, and like, where are you from, man? Where are you from? Let's still find people.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you from?
I grew up in Milwaukee, like the Milwaukee suburbs. When I was about something like 19, some shit popped off that we're not going to discuss, and it was just better that I went to Arkansas. Okay. And then I moved here, and I've been here ever since. But historically speaking, that is what criminals from that era, like going to Arkansas and everything magically is fine, has historical precedent. Like that's the entire town of Hot Springs is based on.
Okay. Well,
All the gangsters from Chicago, like that's the entirety of Hot Springs history. Hot Springs, Arkansas. I don't know if that, I don't know.
Yeah, I've been to I forget who.
Some of the most aggressive homeless I've ever encountered.
Yeah, there are. Whole families are homeless too.
Yeah,
it's kind of sad.
Hey, give me $5. Like, oh, no. Here's a cigarette. How about that? You got a lighter? Fuck.
No.
I know you have a lighter. You fucking liar. You give me your lighter, bitch. I'm not playing this game with you. I don't like aggressive homeless people. That pisses me off real quick. I can understand it, but on the other hand, like, I didn't make you homeless. Why the fuck are you mad at me? Because, like, I almost always give homeless people cigarettes. Definitely not going to give you money. Fuck you out of my face, bitch. Fucking begging ass bitch.
I give a homeless person a really nice umbrella that I wish I still had.
I would prefer they rob a bank than stand on the freeway fucking holding these dumbass signs trying to make me make eye contact with them. Because I just look at them right away and I go, no. Nope. I don't care.
Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be pregnant.
Go sell drugs. Like, capitalism, baby. Fuck you. I thought you were a strong, independent black woman that didn't need no man. It's almost always a man that's homeless, but that's a different subject.
Why do you think women seem... I don't think women understand what men are actually attracted to. For instance, like you said, I'm strong, independent, or you got these women. I had a PhD.
There's way that could be like... And this boils down to, like, there's way too many white women saying stupid fucking white woman shit unchecked. And it's like, oh, my mom said that. I don't have a father. My single mom said that. My weird fucking elementary school teacher that's trying to make me cut my penis off said that. And but it's like this like multi-layered reinforcement of this shit. It's so fucking weird and creepy. Like, do you know how weird it would be if I like went up to the school and I was like, hey, I was just wondering if I could come up to the school and have an hour to talk to the kids about my boners. Like, they would be like, for sure, 100%, absolutely fucking not. We've already called the police. But wow, hey kids, let's explore our dicks. I cut mine in half and shoved it up inside me and then used a bit of my butthole to make it longer. That's how they do it. They cut your penis, like if you were sucking a dick,
They fillet it.
they cut it in half that way, and they shove it up inside you, and you lose like an inch or two. And most people's dicks aren't big enough to like make a big enough canal where if somebody else put their dick in your pretend pussy, and like that's the number one indicator that you're fucking a guy, is if
You're hitting the wall.
like if you're bottoming out, because like however big his penis was minus 2 inches, and then they take some of his butthole out to like extend that canal to hopefully be enough for like your friend. Now if a dude had a bigger dick or whatever, like there's less issue.
Yo, what?
It's
It's just going off the rails, bro.
I can't understand how that could possibly, like, I've seen like an illustration of the surgery, you know, like fucking full A open, fucking all this fuck shit, all this like what the fuck, but then you'll do all that and be like, you have to accept me the way I am. You don't. You literally went to Frankenstein fucking boot camp. What the fuck? Like, all right, zipper tits. Fair enough.
Okay.
And I don't give it. I also envision a schism. Like, it's already happening as we speak, but there's going to be a schism in the LGBT community, and every single fucking person on Earth knows exactly where that schism is going to occur. Because LGB, fine. No one gives a fuck. Literally no one cares. That's not brave. You're not, like, whatever. Like, you bust whatever version of nuts that you get. Like, skeet, motherfucker. I'm out here doing the same shit. It's cool, bro. And, I don't give a shit if people are gay. Like, it does not bother me. Because, like, every gay guy that goes and gets gay with a different guy that isn't gay, that's now 2 guys that aren't fucking bitches, which is what I'm trying to do. That's addition by subtraction.
I agree.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Rope in some more.
That's the best math I like, bro. That's the type of math I can get behind for sure.
Gay people always have good drugs. Like, you're never going to do shitty cocaine with any homosexuals. It's always going to be like that white, like, it's always going to be a dentist that, like, that's, like, never mind. It doesn't matter. But gay people are, like, I've never been like, man, I wish I didn't have gay friends. I like my gay friend. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, do I suck dick or get fucked in the ass? Not that much. But on the same hand, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Shut up. Like, as long as you aren't doing fucking weird shit, like as long as like your weird boners, you're doing it like in your weird corner, that's fine. And I'm not saying that I have like normal boners that I should be doing it in kindergarten classrooms. Like no, like everybody's boners are weird. You're weird. I'm weird. Like none of you, no one's probably doing it right. Everyone's doing it wrong, like slightly different. But some of them are worse than others. But at the end of the day, like, you don't need to talk to kids about your boners at all. 100%. Like, aggressively not. Like, and again, like, that's fucking weird that people have to make, or like men can't get pregnant. They can't. They definitely can't. If you disagree, I will come inside you so many fucking times.
You said I'll come inside you so many
times. It's not going to happen. That's not real. That's not real.
Do you think that's what makes a woman is the ability to produce offspring?
Again, stupid white woman point. Well, I just feel like... Alright, so... No. So are you saying that women that can't give birth aren't really women? No, they're defective, though.
Yeah, I mean...
Like if you can't get a woman to pregnant, you're a defective man. Like, if you can't give her a son or a daughter, you're defective.
What do you call it?
If you have one leg, you're defective. If you're crippled like me, you're defective. Like, if there's anything wrong with you, you're fucking defective. That's what the fuck that means.
You have a deficiency, like an iron deficiency.
Anemia. But like this fuck shit notion where no one's ever supposed to be sad. Like, it's honestly to the point when I see a child smile, like I slap an ice cream cone out of their hand or something. Because I'm just like, God, oh my fucking God, I'm so tired. Well, how do you think it made them feel? I don't care. I just want them to cut the grass. I literally don't care how they feel about it. He could cry. He could go outside and pace in the front yard and do push-ups and be pissed as fuck about it. Great, awesome, cool. Do you want to get in a fight? No. I'm gonna go cut the grass after these push-ups. Fair enough. Whatever. My daughter's 17, and people used to always pretty much literally everyone. They would always yell at me, and they would be like, "You're too hard on her. You're too harsh. But I also really don't yell at her. Like, in my opinion, we have a pretty cool relationship, and it's mostly kicking it and fucking playing PlayStation and shit. Like, there's not a lot of yelling that occur, but like when it hitting children. Like, I've hit my daughter probably like 9 times in her 17 years. And like 6 of them are for the same reason. 3 of them are for, like, I don't know why the fuck you thought you could disrespect your mother like that. Like, that's like 3 of them. And then like 5 of them are like, most of them are, well, I better sprint into the fucking street without looking right now. And then I would be like, come here and tell me why I'm about to smack the fuck out of you. And I did I just do one upside the back of the head, but I definitely don't do it very soft. It's a solid connect, but I'm up, we don't have to sit here, because I've already talked to you about it. You can't, however hard I hit you, the car's going to hit you harder.
Fair point.
I used to, most of the time I just have to threaten that I'm going to whip my kids, and they get in line. So.
But your threats are worthless if you've never done it once.
Well, I have done it,
but
I don't beat the hell out of them. But
I swear to God, some shit that has never ever fucking happened is gonna, and that was like, my mom was very bad about making idle threats, and that's a huge part of my fucking problem. Because I don't people are like, I'll punch you in the face if you do that, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that. And then they punch me, but I'm really good at getting punched in the face, though. I don't know if you can see how broke my nose is, but it's really crooked.
I can see it.
It's like
turn your nose side. You turn your head sideways. It looks like a staircase.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look crooked this way. It looks relatively straight that way. But if we do this, you can see how many times someone did not like what the fuck I said. I've easily broken I've easily had my nose broke 50 times. But after the third one, if somebody goes it's just loosely held together with semi powder. It's pretty malleable.
Oh God. What's your thoughts on medical marijuana?
What a pussy ass half step.
Pussy ass half step. So the half step is by just making it medical and not just making it.
I can smoke weed. Shut up. That's what a stupid. You know what the fucking problem is right now? It's weed. Oh, is that what it is? That's the big fucking problem that we gotta throw fucking however many trillions of dollars at this point. The shit doesn't work. If anybody that wants to do it's gonna do it. We can make it work. Let's say meth. If people want the fact that meth is illegal, is that stopping anyone that wants to do meth from doing meth?
Exactly.
Like they can definitely still do that. The only thing it being illegal does is it's probably slightly more expensive.
Right.
Until taxes and that's the problem with medical marijuana is because they want to fucking put these stupid fucking taxes on it where there's still a black market though, and that defeats the fucking point. But that's also the point, is to defeat the point. Like you like all of these people are evil. It doesn't matter which one.
Oh, 100%. 100%, yep.
But I also have no hope because I know that all of my 99.9% of my countrymen are just fucking too cowardly to do what needs to be done because a white woman's gonna yell at them about some fucking nonsense that's stupid. Like, you know what's bigotry? If you don't suck trans dick, that means you hate women. What? What kind of fucking Uno reverse ass bullshit is this? What?
Yeah.
If you meet a chick and she has a dick and you don't suck her dick, that's like reverse opposite somehow worse gay? Like, what? Like, I can't handle this shit.
There's no such thing.
Too hard.
There's no such thing as a chick with dicks. It's just a dude with boobs, you know?
Fair enough. I'll take that. That sounds like a W. No, but it's like this shit is so like, what? Because like 10 years ago, I was a radical leftist. I was like, legalize all drugs. I don't even like the cops that much. And most of my like leftist shit is like, cause like I don't give a fuck. Like, we gotta stop the gays from homoing. Like I 100% don't feel the need to do that. I feel like they're gonna I feel like you're gonna fail at that, like you fail at fucking the war on drugs and like
prohibition.
Whatever. Like y'all are not actually that good at accomplishing shit that isn't murdering mud hut people. They're very good at that though. Do it a lot. It's like one of our favorite pastimes as a country.
Murder and
why are you trying to get our freedoms? I'm gonna kill your kids. That's how it works. Like,
so what do you think about the war in Ukraine? What's your idea? What's your thought about that? You think it's a lost cause? You think
no, I think so first of all, like any American that's like, oh my God, I stand with Ukraine. Why didn't you stand with Iraq then, you fucking hypocrite piece of shit? Shut up. Oh my God. You could not have less to do with this. Shut up. This war would already be over and there would already be peace if we didn't give them $64 billion to not die longer. Like, it is literally impossible for them to win. And even, like, the worst case scenario is they win. Because then Putin's going to be like, well, how about no? Boop. And he's going to push the fucking button. And you better hope it's not London or New York or the Eastern Seaboard. Like NATO is the aggressor in this sort. Like, Russia has not been doing aggressions for a period of time.
You know, there's been people in Russia committing suicide too, because as a final act of.
But like they know. Yeah. They all, but like so, like the thing that
because Putin's losing and he's trying to recruit more soldiers to go to Ukraine, and some people are getting drafted and fucking committing suicide because they don't want to go.
Again, that's just dunking on yourself. I don't want to go to the war in case I die, so I'm gonna die.
Well, I think the reason was they didn't want to be forced to kill other people.
What? No, that's literally not a Russian thing. No Russian said that. Literally no Russian said that.
Russians are people too.
No, like that's what I don't think. Like I've actually done a lot of. I went on a Russian history kick on meth. Let's say 5 years ago. But I read a lot of it. And so basically, like every single fucking like euphemisms, like what's an American one?
I don't know. What were you saying, Turtle?
Are you 3D printing something?
No.
Because I keep on hearing like some sort of fucking squeaking sound.
It's my chair.
Tits.
Oh,
It's
God.
my chair. I need to get some
Yo, my-
grease
It's
for
my
it.
tits. He's lying.
That's your fucking.
No, so like, for example, who won World War II?
Well, according to our
US.
history,
America.
Fuck
That's
yeah!
fucking lies. America definitely didn't win. Like, did we help? Could they have won it without us? Probably not. Maybe. But like Russian like doctrine for military shit, like they are very comfortable to eat horrific casualties. It's like 2/3 of everyone that died in World War II was Russian. Like they ate almost all the casualties. Same thing with World War I. They just fucking ate casualties till they couldn't do it no more, and then they did a communism about it.
A lot of people
Like-
starved too. There was some.
That's after.
Was that?
Well, it's mostly after, but ultimately, like the situation in Ukraine right now was seeded by Stalin used to do this shit where like if you were part of the Soviet Union and there wasn't enough Russians there to his liking, he's gonna take all the food away and your children die, and then he's gonna move he's gonna kill 100 million people. And then he's gonna move in like ethnic Russians to like do penis vaginas and take over your farm and shit out fucking ethnic Russian babies that are loyal to him. But it was like a way of displacing like problematic groups. And Ukraine probably got the worst of that. Like 100 million people died in Ukraine in like a 5-year span. And Ukraine is also semi-Russian, but like these are people that are prepared to eat casualties. Like now in America, they'll be like, someone died today, and like fuck, all these people will change their like if you die today, fuck, like I'm gonna get drunk. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Like the math, like the cultural math is way fucking different. The amount that like for example, feminism doesn't exist in Russia. That's not a thing.
Well, it doesn't exist in the Philippines either.
It doesn't, and
it
doesn't exist anywhere where white women are scared.
A lot of women in other cultures are taught more traditional values. You know,
I don't think any of these women, like any of like modern women, were taught less traditional values. We're all ultimately coming from similar places. Like, as white man, my childhood experience is there's a degree of overlap between my childhood experience as white man as white woman. Like, does that make like
right?
There's only so many like gender variations. Like I had to suck Capri stick. The gym teacher was too handsy with you. You know, it's the same thing.
It was a pretty handsome though.
Oh yeah, Father O'Hallahan, he was something special.
He had
was
a
it?
mean D.
He was something special. No, it really not much to look at,
did he
but
spit on your starfish?
wow, was he what like? It was a fun pleasing.
Oh my god!
I looked forward to it every day after T-ball. It was super fun. Yeah.
No comment.
That was a made up. He made it up. He made it up.
No, I'm an atheist. I would never go to church. That's gay.
Okay.
I also think being racist is gay, because you're like in a weird reverse fan club for like other guys. Like, you know who's better than me, and that makes me sad. The black. Like that's weird. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's like you're fixated too much on another race. It's like, what do you want to be with?
Yeah,
them?
but it comes across as like secret boner. Like, oh, I'm so ashamed. I don't know. It doesn't come across real good to me. I don't particularly like it.
Star Wars or Star Trek? It's a hard one. Is it a hard one?
I'm gonna say Star Trek.
Oh shit! You got me surprised.
Just because like they haven't like gone as hard on this stupid fucking woke bullshit. I'm so tired. Man, I want to start forcing people to be stunning and brave. Like, stop saying shit stunning. Like, that makes me so fucking mad. You know what's really brave? In 2020, I told people I was gay. That hasn't been brave for a long time. No, it's not. What do you think that word means? That's not real. That might have been brave in like 1981.
Yeah.
It's definitely not brave now. Shut up. You're just lying for Facebook fucking jerk off points. Like, I actually identify. Shut up. Literally. Oh, I hate all that shit. It's so fucking dumb. Why do you think anyone cares? Shut up. And then the worst part is they'll say all that shit and then be like, I want to be equal. Well, white men, like other white men will punch you in the fucking face if you say any of the fucking shit in your goddamn Facebook bio. Multiple white men will seek you out and do a violence. Right on your fucking face. If they even thought you thought that, let alone wrote it in your fucking Twitter bio. Like, you do not want to think like if you like I don't want like if you ever had a kid argue with you like I can cut the grass, I can do it. Like you don't like 100% you don't even want to. You don't want to do that. Yes, I do. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Look, I did it. Fair enough. You're going to do it every fucking time forevermore. Fuck you, haha. You fell into this trap. I knew you could do it because I believe in you. Next week, Thursday, you got to do that same shit. Like, for every Thursday until you get the fuck out of my house because I'm never cutting the grass again. You wanted to prove you could do it, you did it. Great job, bud. That's your new job. And I'm not going to give you any money about it because you're a fucking child. Shut up.
I don't even know.
Like I don't like when Southerners call me Yank or Yankee or anything like that because you're definitely calling me your enemy. That's what you're really saying. Like you're being a fucking pussy about it and not saying that. And that, well, what a weird, gay ass thing to bring up 150 years after
If I called you
lost.
a Yankee, that would be because I wanted to fight you because you're my enemy.
No, but like it's fucking dead. Like you're looking for a fucking problem, and I keep several on me. I got you, bro. Fair enough. Oh yeah, okay, Yankee. Oh yeah, it must have been fucking so terrible when we made you guys get electricity, indoor plumbing, and non-relative fuck mates. Must have been horrible not fucking a family member and then taking a shit after. Why'd we do that to you? Fucking carpetbaggers.
Okay.
Now, one thing I will point out is one thing that pisses me off about Southerners is motherfucker for crying about participation trophies, which I agree with you on. Y'all fly flag for loser teams a lot.
The Confederate flag?
It's a fucking hoe-ass look. The South will rise again. When? I feel like that time has passed. Like you can stop saying that. What a weird pussy way to say you don't like black people. What a coward. It's about history. What history? The history of what? It's about states' rights. The states' rights to do what? Like, what a shitty fucking dumbass self-dunk. Now, like the amount that they're weirdly fucking proud of that shit is the amount that I don't like if your fucking great-great-grandpa was like a Nazi or some shit, like that's not your fault. Like he was in Germany, like everyone was doing Nazi shit. Like I'm not saying that it was good. or that the Confederacy was good. Like, that doesn't make your children bad. Like, that's not how the fuck that works. Like, this weird like everyone's gonna be real sad if it's like, if I have to pay for the sins of my father, then I'm gonna start making shit up that your dad did. Straight, like, whatever. Fuck you. Like, we're already doing imaginary shit. 85 years ago. Or like, okay, the flip side of that. Do you know who Emmett Till is? Do you know who Emmett Till is?
Emmett Till, no.
Emmett Till, I'm going to guess Mississippi just because they're real racist. But Emmett Till was like a 15-year-old black boy that got lynched and murdered in 1953.
I know what you're talking about.
Whatever. But anyway, so because some white lady was like, he raped me. But like, it's definitely been proven that she lied. And this bitch is still walking around. And they were like, well, it was a long time ago, so it seems fine. She's old. She can't go to prison. Like, why? Why? I bet it was. I bet if it was fucking me, I'd go to fucking prison. I can't tell you the amount that they wouldn't hesitate to throw me in fucking prison. Fuck that bitch. You can't. Like, if you make up weird fucking bullshit lies and get 15-year-old boys killed, but that's like rape accusations are fucking serious. Like that's a serious accusation. Probably worse than like, who shot JR or whatever.
There's a conspiracy theory for you.
What?
Well, who shot JFK?
It was definitely the CIA. What the government say happened? There was a magic bullet.
His driver,
did a fucking
bro.
360 inside his mind. Xbox 360 inside him. It's not real.
No scope, bro.
Yeah, no scope. Fuck yeah. Fucking what's the one where you gotta capture A, B, and C?
What?
What was that?
In Call of Duty, Search and Destroy.
Oh.
Oh, right.
The A, B, and C one.
I don't know that one.
I don't play I haven't played Call. I got too mad at Call of Modern Warfare 2. That's when I stopped playing Call of Duty.
Yo, same, bro.
They quit beta testing and like everything went to shit after that. And like you can go to the leaderboards and see who's cheating and who isn't. It's like the top fucking 500 cheating. I can tell by your kill death ratio. And it defeats the point. Like, there's no point in getting good at a game that's competitive that you automatically lose because you're not cheat. Like, but that's also what a fucking pussy ass lame thing to do. It's like, I go on Twitch so people can watch me be good, but I'm actually like, what? Like, God, could you be more of a fucking fraud?
I love it when people get caught cheating on Twitch when they have like their aim bots and shit. Or they'll show their task manager and you can see the shit running.
Like that's that's just like a low character, fucking first on the genocide train fucking person. Like, I can't stand that shit. They're in Oklahoma. That's where the FEMA death camps are.
I got nothing. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. We're already talking.
What do you guys think about Andrew Tate getting canceled? Do you guys like huge Andrew Tate guys?
I think that he's a caricature of. He has interesting points, but he's playing a role.
Yes, well, I the amount that I don't like and amount of the things that he says, I feel like he goes like a little too far.
Oh, like he said he broke up with a woman because she didn't go get him coffee, like dumb shit like that.
But that's, I don't think that's a real statement.
It's not.
But he's also like, in my personal opinion, he is doing a caricature of what like radical feminists look like. So like, however much you hate what he is saying, is the amount that everyone hates what you're saying because you're saying the same fucking thing. It's like, it's just gynocentric. He's being like a weird mirror, I guess,
to society.
Yeah.
He is
But
the
he's clearly
opposite
playing a
of
character.
everything left.
Because, like, I don't know if you've seen any of his semi-new stuff, but he's backing off of the parts that I don't particularly like a lot.
I think like you were. I just think he just says some shit to get views. A lot of stuff he says is just for views.
But that's like, so like I have no hope.
He's the ultimate.
I have no hope.
He's the ultimate salesman.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's
He's like-
that's build that wall, Daddy Trump.
Oh man, so yeah. Anybody that can sell better than me, I'll fucking like sit at your door and fucking like learn everything off of you. Like you taught me actually, Adam. You taught me how to become a better salesperson. Not gonna lie.
You gotta understand
Like-
the market.
Yep, I understand the market, but also understand the power that you have. Like that part is particularly that shit spoke to me, man.
No, but like it's bad. Like that's
Of
like,
course.
that's like ultimately like the source of like my downfall or whatever. Like ultimately.
Right. I will tweak it. But
You will
totally.
try. I did.
So I know this is a bit of a off-topic kind of comment, but like I'm a bit of an opportunist, and when I see something funny, a relatable story, and also an unrelatable story, I think stand up, bro. You got the charisma.
They kick
You got
me
the
off.
personality for it.
I've tried to go to open mics, but they kick me off because like when you go to like open mics, there's like weirdly fucking dumbass rules. Like you're not allowed to say like fuck. Like you got to go up there and do like a PG-13 routine. Like you're not allowed like to say anything funny. Like you gotta like the clouds they be going by, huh? Cardi B. Like,
God.
they want you to go up there and do like real hacky shit, and they're super douchey about it.
Yo, what where are you going, man? Like those are like the snowflake lounges.
That's all of them.
That's it.
No, that's all of them.
Oh, that's all of them.
Yeah, no, it's just cowards and crybabies as far as the eye can see.
Bro, that's fucked.
You know what I hate? Laughter.
Yo. Fuck, man.
How could you joke about that? Well, if I didn't laugh, I would cry. Like you fucking stupid pussy. Maybe you should.
You're gonna go to New York. I don't know, man.
Maybe the person who's wrong is the one that isn't laughing and it's always fucking crying. What? I can't stand crying. Like that sound. Because and honestly, like this story better be sad as fuck, or I'm about to shit on you. Don't tell me a medium sad story, because I've literally crawled back from death in a wheelchair, fucking like you can't tell me semi-sad when I was 11 my parents got divorced. Like my parents didn't love me the whole time anyway. Like then I died. On one hand, reality is subjective, but on the other hand, like I can also see you though.
Right.
Like your perception is your reality, but like everyone can see you at the same time. So if you're just being a fucking bitch ass crybaby, like everyone can see that. Whether you can't see yourself, like with your own eyeball, I don't know, maybe you do yoga that I don't know about, but you can't see yourself through other people's eyes.
Right.
And even when you look in a mirror, like that's a reflection. That is not what you look like. That's actually the mirror image. That's depending on how you want to define it, the opposite. Like that's not what you really look like when you look at yourself in the mirror. Like you don't. You cannot see yourself the way that other people see you.
Yeah. Right.
People formulate an opinion on you within the first 5 seconds of seeing.
Oh
it.
yeah,
Literally.
someone look, let me tell you the story of fake fat shame. So I have a buddy that I'm not particularly on good terms with right now. I'm not going to speak I'm not going to speak negatively about him in any particular capacity at all. Like he's a wonderful husband, a wonderful father, and outside of this fucking incident, a decently enough friend. It's like someone I was very close to, and we're not real cool at the moment. But anyway, there's a fake, and so like where I live, for whatever reason, there are weird fake fat versions of everything. So like all the dogs that I know, there's fake fat versions of them, like also on my street.
What does that mean? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So like for example, my roommate has a dog that she likes to pretend is, or no, she has a cat that she likes to pretend is a dog. It's a
What?
It's a Dachshund.
He's talking about little dogs, and he calls them
like
cats.
If your dog is smaller than a fucking beagle, you just did a terrible job buying a cat. I call spades spades. But anyway, so I call it like, I refer to it as cat. I'll be like, cat, come here. And she would be like, don't yell at my dog. And I'd be like, first of all, it's a cat. And second, similar things happen with kids, because they'll be like, stop yelling at them. I'm like, I'm not, what the fuck? Like, hey, who wants to get power bombed into the fucking snowbank? Don't yell at the kids. Like, that was a fun invitation. Because like 3 of them were like, I want to get power bombed in a fucking snowbank. Like, sounds awesome. Yeah. Cool. Like however scary you think it is like that's how much of a fucking pussy you are. And like I don't know if you have, I don't understand your trauma or what, like I don't want to fucking hear that shit. Oh my god.
You said you don't have anything that you're motivated about, or that you're.
No, it's mostly
what's your
just
motivation? But what is something you're looking forward to? What is something
I don't want
positive?
to poison it by speaking it out loud.
Okay.
I am looking forward to something that theoretically is going to happen this summer. But
winning the lottery?
No. It's
I swear.
It's a simple request. It's not really a request, but it's like I'm always very suspicious of like carrots on sticks. Does that make sense?
What about this one girl that said she was gonna?
Because like they could just you could. Like, they could just not let you get the carrot. And, like, you just did a bunch of shit for fucking no reason, and you look dumb as fuck.
How about this girl that was saying she was going to let you get it in if you lived through that experience that you had? Remember that?
No, that did happen. No, she kept it. She was true to her word. Sooner than I was ready. Like, she showed up and she was like, hey, I said some shit, and I meant it. And I was like, all right. But like at the time, like I was still too crippled or whatever.
I was wondering, yeah.
So we didn't really end up doing anything because I pushed out, she was like, what's up? Like, let's do this. And I was like, okay, well, let's talk.
You pussy? You couldn't do it. You couldn't take pussy that was getting thrown right at
I didn't want to come up short, like I didn't want to do a penis and then be like, I guess not. Sorry. Like, I would rather, like, puss out on the front end than fail on the back end. Because I was very concerned about my ability to get an erection. I'm not sure if that was clear. That was the thing I was worried about. I didn't know how good my penis worked. Oh, yeah. So, okay. All right. So, at this time, we're going to slightly change topics. So at a certain point, I was like, I'm staying with a friend of mine. Shout out Brooke. Fuck yeah. And Matt. I'm staying with a friend of mine, and like, I really can't take care of myself an amount. Like, they kicked me out of the hospital or whatever. But like, I was incapable of like taking care of myself. I couldn't have did it if I definitely would have failed if I had to do it on my own. And they helped me. And I forgot what I was talking about.
I think you're getting emotional a little bit there.
Yeah, I got my feelings. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. That's
What was
good,
I talking
man.
about? I don't remember.
You
You
said
talk about
that-
your friend. Shout out to your friend, but something along
Yeah,
the
that's the
lines
part
of
that fucked me up. What was before that?
you wouldn't have been able to make it without said individual.
and you laughed and you were like excited to say something.
That's right.
I think it was also like
That
in
ship has
response
sailed.
to like what motivates you, and then you brought up that story.
Oh no, he was talking. Oh yeah, no. All right. So this girl, there'd already been an amount of just generally speaking, I don't really fuck bitches. That's I don't
Fuck bitches, get money. Fuck bitches.
I don't know. I guess and honestly, I have little 14-year-old girl feelings. If we're gonna be real, beneath all the bravado is a little 14-year-old girl, maybe 9, maybe not even 14. I got little girl feelings that I protect very much, and very few people are ever anywhere near my feelings. But so this there was already an amount of let's say chemistry, I can see the beakers mixing up when we talk, and I can generally tell that pretty quick. It's not that difficult to be this woman will let me have sex with her today.
Yeah, you can gauge attraction. I get that.
It's not horribly difficult. But so anyway, I'm talking this is already a known fact, and there had been an amount of sexual tension or whatever. So then I guess I died, and then she was texting someone, and basically told him if he lives, I'm gonna fuck him. And then she was like, yeah. And so then that person was having a bonfire, and she's like, guess who's coming? And I was like, who? And she was like, this girl. And it was like, oh no, I don't know if I can even do boners. I don't want to look stupid in this story at all. I just got alive. I don't want the first story to be that his dick didn't work. Fuck. Shit. So I'm panicking for the entire evening. Shit. Fuck. Trying to think about boners or whatever. Oh, can I do it? Can I do it? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Giving yourself a pep talk, bro.
Yeah, for the whole night. And it was worthless. I was still too shitty and paralyzed. Too defective at that point. But anyway, so then we just ended, nothing of any consequence ended up happening. And then later on, weeks later or whatever, it became a fairly recurrent thing. But then we got into it because she's just real leftist, and she got really mad at me one time because I called my friend something that I'm not. She doesn't like it. What I called my friend that my friend laughed and hugged me about offended her on behalf of my friend. It was a racial slur.
Okay.
But she got on this weird high horse, and this girl is also not definitely not poor, lives in a house that you would be happy to fucking trade with her for. She's doing all right. But anyway, it's very strange for to be lectured about my privilege from a rich white woman.
Your white privilege.
You have no idea. You what the fuck? This is it's a weird dynamic for rich white women to yell at me. Because my parents are probably richer than your parents, first of all. So if you're trying to do some pedigree shit, you're actually the poor one, dummy. Because my parents are richer than you. If they're trying to do if they want to do it that way, or Like, my parents aren't poor. Like, I don't come from a poor background. It's a shitty one, but, like, there was money there. I didn't get any, but... I don't remember what the beginning was. Oh yeah, so like so she got super fucking mad in a like, but it's always weird when you're offended on behalf of other people. Like that's like only white women find themselves in this position.
I agree.
Like that's an aggressively white woman caring thing to do.
Yeah.
How did just this motion.
Yeah, like
As soon as someone does that,
yeah. If
equality was real, I would hit them right away as soon as they did that.
If a slur wasn't directed at a friend,
it's not
I
that hard
wouldn't
to
say nothing. But
it is not fucking hard to tell if
it was a joke.
These are friends
Yeah.
talking to one another.
Yeah.
Or if this is like a hostile racist encounter.
Yeah, you said you hugged. You said something.
But
you laughed,
but also
you
like that's like I'll walk up to all right, for example, I have two friends. One of them is super gay. His name is Joe. I have a different one. He's married and he has children. His name is Joe. The one that's married and has children is gay Joe. And the one that is like a super flaming homosexual is straight Joe. Because the one that's married with kids is significantly gayer.
Like, as in, like, actually gay?
No,
or
it's just like I've seen Joe do some gay shit. I'm not mad about it or anything, but it's a fun. But the joke is like that's a joke. Like that's a fun inside joke.
Okay.
The gay one, like in my phone, if I like.
I guess he's gonna pull up gay Joe and Joe.
No, I'm gonna pull up straight Joe.
Straight Joe.
If you would like, you could call it, and a fucking very clear homosexual is going to answer the phone. Oh my God. Like verbally. What does that start with? No.
Joe, J. Oh, S, straight.
Yo, that shit's hilarious.
Oh my God, dude. I've just been smiling this whole time. It's absolutely crazy. You fucking calling him?
No, fucking calling his ass.
Tell him he's on a podcast. It's called FreeStyle.
Shh. Hey, Sweet Pea.
What are you doing?
I'm about to get my little sweet meat boy ass out on these streets.
Oh, I'm with Rachel and Patrick.
Oh, fuck yeah. Tell him I said what's up.
What's going on?
I don't know. I was telling somebody about, how you're straight Joe.
Straight Joe, yeah.
Who's gay Joe?
Yeah, Gay Joe. I know who Gay Joe is.
Who is it?
Joe Miles.
Correct. Well, yeah, I was explaining that.
Well, is this a girl you're talking to?
Sure.
Well, thanks for the call.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm drinking.
Same.
Where are you at? Are you doing gay shit tonight?
No, I'm not doing gay stuff. I'm being with Rachel. She's my friend.
Oh, you're being proper style? Fair enough.
It's her birthday.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I'll see you.
It's Rachel's birthday?
It's Rachel Miller's birthday.
Rachel, where the fuck you at? Where are you?
She's going to bed in a little bit, but tomorrow she's having a party. You should go to it.
Fuck yeah, I'll do it. I swear to God, I'll do it. That sounds great.
Adam, when your party is tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell her to text flirt me on the internet.
Okay, I will. Bye.
Later.
I love how you didn't tell him that he was on a podcast right now. Shit.
He's not mad. I guess
So that was straight. That was straight Joe, right?
Yeah, but he's real gay.
What the fuck?
That's the gay one. You can tell right away. You couldn't tell?
I know who he's talking
I heard
about.
I heard the lisp. I heard the lisp in there. I heard the
He
lisp in
sounds
there.
gay. He's definitely.
He's
Yeah.
such a good
He's
guy.
at least that gay. No, he's a good friend. Of mine.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I'm not mad. I'm not like this isn't like
And
a hateful-
he has been known to bed women. When
No,
he,
yeah, that's the thing that fucking
Yeah,
because
yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
he gets drunk and fucks bitches.
Yeah.
Which is confusing, and that's the part I don't like. I don't like that.
Huh.
I don't like that degree of mystery.
yeah,
You're not a safe.
he'll
gay.
he'll get drunk
You're not a
and
safe
chase
gay.
women.
I don't want you to take my girlfriend home at all.
And they're already showing him his boobs, their boobs, because he's harmless. He's gay, right? And
No, but he isn't. Like he's good dude though. I'm not
So are
sure.
we calling straight Joe now?
oh my god, I don't know who this
I mean, we
is.
can, yeah.
No, it was-
Fuck yeah. Ah, shit. I maybe shouldn't do that one. His parents are pretty fancy.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
But anyways, so a white guy, like 3 of me. Actually, it's probably like 2. He's lost a little bit of weight, so it's like 2.5 of me's, and probably a good 2 or 3 inches taller.
It's a big dude.
You know who the other one is, don't you?
no. I
Yeah,
don't-
you fucking do.
Show me a picture. I need to see pictures. I think we're gonna wrap this.
I don't
up.
like people can discover the.
Yeah, we're
answers.
going at like 2 hours now. I think that's good.
Yeah, we're running out of steam. It's slowing down.
Fucking McDonald's fries are all hard and cardboard like.
Well, yeah, they are. Let me see a picture. Oh, I know this guy. Yeah, I know this guy.
Yeah.
Why do you think he's gay?
That's gay joke. No, he's not gay.
He's
That's,
not. But you said he does an amount of gay shit. And is that
Yes.
his mannerisms or his?
No.
Okay.
It's usually weird. Like he's I don't know, like autistic or something, and he does like awkward shit that's like it's funny, and he's doing it like in a funny way, but like it isn't not gay.
We're gonna wrap this up. hey. So I'm gonna get you on camera, man, and we're gonna do some final thoughts here. Okay, we're gonna do some final thoughts. Adam, I was just curious if you had a message for our listeners, something to take away from this podcast. What would that be?
The government's lying. Let's say that.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what they said. That's lies.
Okay. All right. It's been a lot of fun, man. I enjoyed just having you over and bullshitting. I mean,
We cannot use any of this film, but
some stuff that we
Like
some-
90%.
Some stuff we will not be using. Other stuff we will. And,
heavily edited.
It will be edited. But it's been a lot of fun, man.
I'm not gonna parse my words. You can do your fucking internet wizardry. Whatever, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, some people would think what I post, people will assume that I co-sign to. So I
Fair
have to be
enough.
really careful.
Fair enough. Yeah, because I don't really like everyone can be mad about whatever the fuck they want. That doesn't make,
however-
it really doesn't make me that sad. I like.
However, I am going to be doing some. I think these would be perfect for YouTube Shorts. Just picking out some of the rants and shit that he was doing would be good for YouTube Shorts. So.
Yo, facts, man, facts. Adam, it was amazing, man. I absolutely love your story. I love your energy, bro. Like, it was amazing to meet you. I actually hope to God that the fucking snowflake mentality, like, blows over so you can actually, like, get on stage, man. I'd love to hear more stuff from you.